Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Morning Coffee, the morning show where you get to know the latest information about crypto, Bitcoin, altcoins, NFTs, and a special part for Ecomi and Veve as always. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are going to talk about some very interesting stuff today. We are going to talk about what happened to Solana. We're going to talk about why there is potentially only a couple of days, 7 days or less left until we are going up in the entire crypto market. And we are going to talk about the charts, Bitcoin, Ecomi, Veve, and so on, and what is happening in the space around Ecomi and Veve, what is happening with the sentiment. But all of that right after the intro. Good morning, good morning, good morning, every one of you. Where is my face? I have to correct my face a little bit. There we go. Trucking Hank is here, says he's back. Hope you're feeling better. I think you can still hear from my voice that I am on the way of getting better. Let's put it that way. Jonas is here. What's up, my friend? Big A. Greetings, Patrick Bultman, GM, Adrian Van Comics. Greetings, what's going on? So welcome everyone. Make sure to smash up the like button. This is the most important thing right now to help this channel. And if you haven't yet, also make sure to smash up the like button. That was what I said before. I meant to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next stream, and tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I go live or upload a video. There are many more videos and live streams coming as we are headed into this Bitcoin halving, so make sure to stay tuned. And if you want to do something more than these free ways of supporting this channel, you can become a rare hodler. You see all of the people here around me, you see everyone that is highlighted in the chat. These are rare hodlers and they are sponsoring this channel, and I'm very grateful for having them on the journey, and there is exclusive utility to that. So we have conducted some nice giveaways already. You have access to the Telegram group, to a very condensed group of convicted crypto people. We have met in real life, the rare hodlers and I, at least some of them, on the crypto event. So consider it. But this is not a tele advertisement stream, so let's go. Let's see. Big A says Quantum Cat sitting at $6K profit over mint price in the first day of trading. Holy crap! And that in the absolute bear market, right? For NFT. Adrian says it was nice meeting you at Crypto XR. Hey, likewise, and I hope that we will all of the people that are watching this on a regular basis, that we meet on the next Veve event or Ecomi Veve event or next crypto event. I don't know. Walrus King is here. Good day, mate. Your microphone volume seems lower. Is it just me? Shouldn't be so low, but let me check if I can increase the volume. Can I increase the volume? I can't. It's already at 100. Can you guys confirm if that's true? It should not be this way. It should not be this way. So otherwise I will switch the audio source and hope it will be better if you other guys also have that problem. But while you're checking that or giving me that feedback, we're going to jump into the news. So this is something important. I think this is worth noting, and we're starting today out with Solana. Not only have I warned of Solana because of the high price, but Solana now has suffered the 11th outage in 2 years. Sol price dropped at the point of this article 3%. Now it dropped more after that. Marty said, I had to really raise my volume from 10 to 25 to here. Yeah, a little low. Okay, let me check something. Let me try something. How about this? Is this better? I hope your ears didn't fall off right now. But I don't know. So, what else can I do about the volume here? Is this better? Let me know. Okay, but anyways, yeah, Solana is. I'm trying to speak more into the microphone. Maybe that works. Let's go, Omi. Anchor's stories a fly to win. Yeah. Okay. I think the mic is fine. You may be speaking slightly. Yeah. Let's try to do it this way because I have no idea. The volume is already at the maximum. Why this happens? So Solana outage. Why is this so important? Because if you want to spin the narrative of coin going into mass adoption, then you cannot have these outages, because if companies are supposed to build on a blockchain and your blockchain gets halted for 5 hours like yesterday, then all of your services are down, and that's exactly not the point of what you want. I uploaded a Vechain video yesterday. If you want to watch it, go ahead. Where I also explained the value of a blockchain for businesses that does literally has no downtime. And Solana has the 11th outage right now. People were hoping it doesn't happen anymore. It did happen again, and it's probably not the last time right now. Probably there's going to be another outage. So if you're sitting in profits, as you see at this example, it's always good to take some profits. Okay, so also what is going on, and I think that still a lot of people don't notice that, is that the Ethereum spot ETFs are going through the same cycle of meeting the deadlines and getting pushed back by the SEC that as Bitcoin did. Only that I think everyone is exhausted right now from the whole Bitcoin thing, so that no one really cares, right? But this is actually a big deal. So SEC just delayed Invesco US, Galaxy HQ, and those two Ethereum ETFs. 100% expected, and more delays will continue to happen in the coming months. The only date that matters for spot Ethereum ETFs at this time is May the 23rd, which is Van Eck US's financial deadline. So May the 23rd is the deadline where we should be seeing an approved Ethereum ETF. And if that happens, all hell breaks loose in the altcoin market, because then Ethereum will explode and Ethereum will lead the charge for the entire altcoin market. That would be excuse me, that would be an ETF hitting an already deflationary asset that at the same time gets basically proved as a non-security. So that is really crazy. So we see here there's a little bit more coming in March, and then a third deadline throughout March. But there's not too much left until we probably and potentially get the Ethereum ETF. Omi OG says, brother, thoughts on price for Omi? Downtime is about security and ownership. Lots of assets locked when outage. Yeah, also. But in my opinion, if it depends. Obviously, if you have financial apps, dApps, protocols on the chain, then it's also about ownership. Absolutely. Also, I think all of the NFTs that are running on Solana cannot be transferred, at least on that layer, when the blockchain is down. So yes, ownership is also a huge problem if you have downtimes. That's correct. Yeah, this is already 2 days old, but I still wanted to highlight this. There's a lot of things going on, and with regards to China, and that is here we have, for example, nearly 30% of all stocks in China have trading stopped as the CSI 1000 index falls 8%. There was over 1 trillion wiped out in the stock market in China. Now, that seems a little bit scary, to be honest, but there is a positive news on that, and that is that they are going to do a big stimulus package to save the economy, so to say, and that will lead to pump in everywhere, and that is just more global liquidity to come in to push Bitcoin to new all-time highs. So overall, excuse me, guys. Overall, we have to check that out. Bitcoin ETFs. We also have to talk about this. So the daily Bitcoin ETF update. Another net positive inflow day, but it looks like the daily inflow streak has ended at 16 trading days for ARK, 21 shares, and Bitwise. Streak still going for BlackRock and Fidelity though. So at the moment, the ETFs are just erasing the effects from grayscale outflows. Need some coffee here. Okay. Now let's get to the big point here of the stream. This is from Rect Capital, and I really like the way of charting here. So when we're looking at Bitcoin and the crypto market, we find ourselves exactly in front of this yellow line. And this yellow line is the last sell-off moment, so to say, before we go into a pre-halving rally. If we were to copy exactly the timing and the time frame of the next bull run. Okay, of the last bull run into the next bull run. That's what I meant. So, actually, we are already in it because this screenshot is a little bit older. I've been collecting stuff while I was down. So, unfortunately, I also had an outage, right? But we try to keep it as a minimum, or at a minimum. So, as we see here, the orange phase, the pre-halving downside, is almost concluded before transitioning into the pre-halving phase, which is the light blue one. You will see this here. We have the sell-off. We back to the trend line. That's about 34,000 or so. I don't know if it will still happen, but it would be now about time. It could also happen that we just wander straight into it and we do not have the sell-off at all. But if it is, it's the last 7 days, so to say, in this area where it could happen. And if we are copying the cycle and then we are coming up to the halving, into the halving, sideways move onto the halving or within the halving, because it kind of goes into this yeah, expectation thing again. Okay, the halving happened, and then everyone is like, oh, the halving happened and nothing happens, and then I think then we're good to go. But as you can see, this can stretch out for many weeks and months until the halving takes effect. Then probably there's like sell in May, go away still, and then somewhere in the later summer it should go crazy, or it should go starting upwards. But there's always the summer gap still to expect, so plenty of time to still accumulate. but also to be aware that at any moment this accumulation phase can just end for everyone. Okay, and people will spend their money on summer holidays, that's clear. Good. Another one, also important, also highlighting the possibility of still a sell-off before the halving. This is the long-term holder behavior, and there is a long-term hodl line, and we see here no Bitcoin cycle has ever escaped a retest of the 150% long-term holder support line. That's the light blue one. Every cross above, including 2020 Black Swan recovery, retested the line as support. Yeah, we see this here. Here's the Black Swan, but the recovery had a retest up here. So every time we have the support retest. We did not have the support retest here. It would be the first time that we go without. Where is this line sitting? At roughly 32K. Okay, so maybe if we drop to 34K still or something, we could count it as a retest, I don't know. This tells us, according to this metric, price needs to revisit around 31,300. At this moment it's upsloping, so probably a couple of days later a little bit higher. The main argument against any further correction is that ETF buying pressure will hold up the price. It's true that we've never seen ETF inflow before, so we can only wait and watch to see the effects it will have. In the event of the retest of the support, it should be looked at as a buying opportunity for those who need it. So that is definitely a possibility still. And it's a possibility that I would say, if it happens in February, because after that, at some point, the pre-halving rally has to continue or has to go on. Last but not least, we also see some fancy charts here. I still want to show them to you. Trend line break, yeah, we already have discussed that. We have this trend line, or let's say this resistance line from every cycle top into the halving. Pre-halving, actually we have a pre-halving or premature pre-halving breakout here. So also here the retest would not be too out of the ordinary, and then going into the halving. Whereas when we are seeing this or leaving this bull, I would say bull accumulation area, we go into the parabolic move, as we do here, as we do here, as we do everywhere. So yeah, that's definitely happening. So let's check out the market. How is the market doing? I'll actually get everything out for a second. How is the market doing? Okay, so this is top 200. So mixed, right? And this is exactly what is interesting to see at the moment. Bitcoin is holding up quite good, but many altcoins have seen a correction. Not all of them, some of them are really doing fine. But we see some pretty big sell-offs. Even if we're looking at the monthly, we also see that it's mixed. We have some good movers like Tau. Tau is doing insanely well. Pendle 135% also. Pulse Chain, Sui, Hex, for some reason I have no idea what's going on, probably only driven by the community. But many others that have pumped before are correcting. Algo correcting, Beam correcting, Phantom correcting, Injective correcting, Ordi is correcting, all 10 to 20% on the month. So yeah, we have some pullbacks there. Looks okay. Now the question is, will Omi is also pumping, right? So or at least doing better. Is it still in the top 300? I think so, probably. There it is on the bottom left. It should, if it continues while the rest is correcting off, it should come back into the top 200, which would be good, I think. But we also see here that it's doing well together with a couple of other coins, whereas the rest of the market is down. So this is something that we could see. Yeah, that's true. Season 3 OG. The volume is low, but it's still higher than ever before, right? I'm we will excuse me, guys. Sorry. My voice is still not the best. Let's drink some coffee. Mm. Poor XMR, yeah, that is unfortunate. Um, okay, let's maybe look at Bitcoin first. A lot of lines, scared by my own lines. So, I mean, the chance that we are, the chance that we are having a sell-off here, yeah, is still there. More sell-off. It's still there. However, I think there's not too much time left. This could just continue to go like this without a sell-off. Yeah. Mr. Cashflow says what's happening with Omi. Season 3 OG says ABT. ABT is Arbitrum, right? Was a crazy trade for me this month. 2K into 12K. Holy shit. Good. Congratulations. Did you just buy, sell, or did you leverage trade that thing? Now, I think that somehow we are going to challenge this overhead resistance at some point again. This big resistance here. But yeah, Bitcoin is moving also slow. Very few. It's very boring. No volatility at all since, I don't know, since, yeah, 70 days or so. Yeah. Besides that spike up. So everyone is waiting for that God move, the big move. And at some point, when everyone thinks nothing's happening anymore, it will happen. But yeah, I think that there can still be a sell-off towards the downside. Oh, ABT is ARC block. No leverage, all cash. Nice, that's good. That is awesome. Okay. Maybe not watching at all of the charts, but watching the altcoins. So the overall, so this is the others chart. It's the altcoins minus the top 10, minus the stable coins. And we are still in this downwards move, so to say. Yeah. We are kind of still respecting what we drew in, I don't know how long ago. But at the moment, it's more looking like making this. Also, this would imply that probably Bitcoin has kind of a sell-off. The altcoins get sold off even more, and then hopefully at the end of that move, we concluded this this retracement, so to say, after this pump, so that we can fly off. And I think it coincides quite well. Where's my I did draw it. Where's my drawing? Oh, there it is. Way off. So it is still in line with this, right? Just copying the last bull market into this one. That's still in line with the retracement here, and at some point we're coming out. There you go. Something like this, right? So that we go, once we retest it here, once we complete this long retest, we go challenge, retest, and then fly off. I think that is what is happening to all of the altcoins, and the altcoins have a little bit more time than Bitcoin, because obviously Bitcoin has to fly off first. Let's look at our favorite meme coin. So actually, I mean, Season 3 OG said the volume is not too good, but okay. Thanks, TradingView. 1 second here, please. But actually, compared to where we were before, this looks fine to me. Yeah. I mean, it looks better than before. That's what I mean. Look at that. If we zoom out, even if we zoom out, it looks better than these little pinheads here. So over the entire bear market, I don't know, Season 3 OG, tell me what do you think, but over the entire base forming and bear market, we didn't have such a volume. In fact, even in the collapsing phases, yeah, here we are coming closer, but it is not as compact, right? So I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's way better than before. I mean, this move here was completely unsustained of everything like that. Look at the volume here with this breakout versus here right now with this move. And if it would increase even more, that would be good over time. Yeah. In my opinion. By the way, I think our crypto XR arrow was really on point, right? I mean, we drew that in way before. I think it was really on point. So, do we have whales getting more excited because of MCP? Probably, maybe. Do we have market manipulation going on? Very likely. Yeah. I mean, we know that Ecomi is heavily dominated by whales, but what is a good thing is for sure that we did take out all of this, and we're challenging a little bit of a resistance right now that we hopefully can break after a while. What we don't want to see is a move like this that gets completely sold off. That's not what we want to see. Everyone is saying 12 to 18 months after halving, we'll see the biggest moves like the past, but times are different now. I think we see the big start of this takeoff later this year. I just want a Vechain 10x by the end of 2025. Yeah, I think so. In all cycles, the altcoins did move after the like Bitcoin moves, and then you see here the altcoins do a parabolic move, and then they have a big sell-off as Bitcoin did, and then they move again with Bitcoin. But you see really when Bitcoin topped out, also for the combined altcoins, not talking about the individual ones, but for the combined altcoins, it was over already. Yeah. So I think there is danger in this narrative that when Bitcoin is completely done and Bitcoin is fading, so to say, that then we have to expect the massive altcoin rally. I think that's here is already when attention is highest. And I mean, yeah, Bitcoin had a we can compare the times. Let's compare the time. Let's go. Let's take this out. Okay, so Bitcoin formed this top somewhere around April 21. And this altcoin top was in May 21. That's only a month after Bitcoin. So April 21 would have been here, and that would have also not been such a shabby time to sell, right? And then Bitcoin came back to the top to form its second top in November 21. And the altcoin space also had this topping in November 21. Yeah. So probably Bitcoin a little bit earlier, but relatively together with Bitcoin. Okay. So relatively together, but a little bit later. But it's not like 6 months off. What's really off in timing is NFTs, because that needs all of these. I mean, the altcoins, the bigger altcoins, they're all going off together. Even though this is the excluding top 10, there's still place 20 to 50 in there, which is driving most of the market cap and which is reacting relatively fast to Bitcoin, right? So, I mean, you can take, for example, a Vechain and compare a Vechain to that, and then, okay, so, yeah, also 15th of April, 18th of April is the absolute top here, 2021. And Bitcoin more or less reached that top on February 21, but really topped out with the highest wick also in April. And 6 days later, Vechain tops out. Okay, so yeah, Vechain was already a big coin in the last cycle, or a top 50 coin in the last cycle. I think it will do well again. But what I'm getting at is many YouTubers, they draw a picture that looks like this. Bitcoin tops out and starts going down, and then you still have, with all of your altcoins, like months and months to go, and then they will boom, explode. According to what I'm seeing in the chart, that's not the case. At least that was not the case in the last run. I think it's relatively quickly that people jump from Bitcoin already throughout this pump up into the next coin. So they already take profit here and jump into an altcoin, take profit here, jump into altcoin. So this is why they already take profits here and jump into altcoins, right? So this is why that this is so close to each other, right? And I think from what we are seeing here right now, they will also jump into Ecomi at some point, yeah. But I think the smaller the coin is, the longer it will take, but it's not like months and months until these profits come into these coins. It is more like a matter of days and weeks, in my opinion. So we need to be prepared for that. And yeah, so the most important thing is to nail more or less the timing on Bitcoin, to know what's going on with the altcoins, but also not to expect to sell the absolute top. Adrian says, small off-topic questions. Probably that means I saw that you put your info contact on a list after me on the last day at XR. Did you receive a mail or something? I did not put anything in the list, but I didn't receive anything. If I am on a list, I didn't do it. No, I didn't receive anything. At least I cannot remember. John says they're basing their case on how much altcoins like XRP exploded on their own without a big BTC move in 2017, but 2017 is a different time. I agree with you, market moves with Bitcoin now. Same way 2021. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the case. I think that people are stuck in how it went in the 2017 one. Green Lantern, what's going on? GM Boys, good to have you back, PH. Thank you and greetings to Heidelberg. Did you get your zinc? Gute Besserung. Not yet, but today. But I have a couple of other things, luckily. But there's something going around for sure. Like there's some flu or I don't know what going around. Like everyone is knocked out with this. Pro Legendary says, yo, what's going on, Pro Legendary? Overall, what I noticed from CryptoXR and over to here, I think MCP was a game changer for Veve. Because not only did they implement it seamlessly, so that over 99 or over 97% of people got this implemented and could use it from day one. But also, we just saw, and don't crucify me directly, but we just saw the Star Wars drops selling out, and people using MCP and people not using MCP sometimes didn't get it, sometimes got it. So overall, it seems that their testing is pretty good. They have this minimum MCP bid of 5,000, which is a big deal, I think. So the Star Wars drop, we can also, I think this is this. So let's talk about the Star Wars drop quickly. The Star Wars drop did sell out. However, there were some bots noted. Okay, there were some bots noted on the secondary market. However, I don't know how many that was. I saw some screenshots where there was a list of I don't think more than 20 to 30 bots. But that one sold out. I didn't expect it to sell out, to be honest, but it did sell out, and that is very, very good for Veve. Now, this is another factor I think that makes people bullish. Okay, there you go. So a lot of people bought the Apple Vision Pro, and they're like showing how the Veve web interface looks on that. Obviously, that is not something like, this is not the high end, and you can open every app on Apple Vision Pro, or every website on Apple Vision Pro. But the mere fact that Apple Vision Pro is out and it is a success, and that so many people are excited about it, I think gives an extra excitement to the narrative of NFTs and metaverse and everything else. This could be, once we see throughout 2024 and into 2025 how apps and development goes with Apple Vision Pro, this could be one reason how the narrative comes back to the space. Okay. Yeah, and as Adrian says, he thinks that you said, I think MCP points will be important, use them wisely. Absolutely. So 5,000 MCP points is not pocket change. Yeah. Especially not on whatever comic and drop. I mean, there are some things coming up. For example, this one here, right? The Year of the Dragon Tokidoki. So Tokidoki is, for a lot of collectors, a big deal. And this is a drop that is more or less the same scarcity like the oh, that's the Instagram link. I didn't want that. I wanted to. Okay, so they have a giveaway going on Instagram. So I wanted to go into the article. Where's the article? Oh, there we go. So I think Tokidoki will be an MCP spending fest, right? Because there is 1,000 editions for only $20 for this one. And then with the $20, you have a chance on 88 secret rares. golden ones. This is the same setup, more or less, than we saw with the what was the drop? The big trouble drop, yeah, the Homer abomination drop. Was that Ron English? I think so. I'm not sure anymore. I'm getting that confused, but you guys probably know what it was. So this Lucky Rosso gold, I mean, this could be a drop where a lot of people bet some MCPs, at least the minimum bid, to get it. However, the article, as I see right now, does not. Oh yeah, upon entering, MCP priority bidding. However, it doesn't say how much the minimum is, right? And what's also crazy, why people want to have this drop, is the first available edition for public sale is number 9. So you can technically get a sub 10 mint on this one sub 10 mint. So not only is there 88 secret rares, but there's also sub 40 mints to get. So I'm probably going to take part in this, and I'm probably going to throw in some MCPs depending on what the minimum bid is on this drop. So this is going to drop 2 days from now. Pro Legendary says, has anyone worked out the amount of OMI we need to stack to get 5,000 MCP without buying any collectibles? So as far as I know, at the moment, so because this is variable, as far as I know, for getting 500 to 600 MCP per day just from OMI, you need 10 million OMI in the app, from what I know. And that means that even if you have 10 million OMI, these 10 million OMI will farm those 5,000 MCP only every 10 days. So only every 10 days you will be able to participate with 5,000 MCP in a drop if you have only the 10 million OMIs. And then you're capped, right? Then you have to buy collectibles to get that. Now, 10 million OMI, that's at the moment $8,000. And this funny side of this is that if we're looking at my collection, for example, if you buy everything that I have for $7,000, you get 625 MCPs. So technically at the moment, stacking collectibles is cheaper because of the OMI pump than putting OMI onto the app. Yeah, see? So I think there will be this thing if someone is trying to max out MCPs and they calculate the dollars to those MCPs. And also if someone else puts more OMI into the app, the MCP pool splits up more and the MCP per person gets lower. Yeah. Morning, Energy says, morning, you get not more from 10 million OMI. That's the limit. You have to buy collectible sets and comics. Absolutely. Gflow says, PH, what do you think of OMI price pump? Is it manipulation? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think what really is manipulation? I mean, we know that, for example, John's cryptotherapy said down here that it's going to reverse, right? So John's cryptotherapy probably has a part in this pump. However, you can only manipulate a price to the extent that it happened here if there's enough selling into less demand, right? At some point, there will be more demand in the OMI token which will hold the price up and push it more up than expected. So even if you want to manipulate, you have to you cause a pump, right? You cause people to buy and you sell into it. If you say that's manipulation, yes, of course. We still know that there are people like Joseph Janik and Ben Godenzi and I don't know what out there that can sell into whatever pump. I don't know how much OMI they have left, but even if it's $1 billion, there's enough room to sell into that pump and bring it back down. But they're also, such people's interest is also that it goes higher and that you sell bits and pieces on the way, because then you get more out of your OMI. However, if the volume, you see the volume increased a little bit, we have a little bit more volume, that's what they need to sell in the first place. Like that they need liquidity to sell in the first place. It's very hard to say, but I would have the tendency to say that some market actors will always manipulate the price. Even Bitcoin price is manipulated, right? Even altcoin prices are manipulated. There's no reason why an altcoin that was completely neglected in the entire bear market suddenly goes up 200 or 600% just from organic retail user demand. There's whale games. There's whales that accumulated the entire bear market and then they kickstart the price with dumping a bigger amount into a very weak order book and cause a green fat big candle to have more people buy into it. That's the nature of the game. Yeah. Conker says the most you can stack is 10 million OMI. That's around 700 MCP per day at the moment, I think. It's a collector program, not a I have money program. Yeah, exactly. So I think the extra MCP via OMI is to implement this utility for holders, but it also is a nice way of, let's say you're finding out about Veve right now, and you start buying some things you like, you get some MCP, but you want to drastically improve those MCP. Then you will take out your calculator and you will calculate 1 million OMI versus buying collectibles. And I really think that at the moment, if it's, let's say it's 700 MCP for 10 million OMI, so 1 million OMI gives 70 MCP. But 1 million OMI costs $800, right? 1 million OMI costs actually $780 right now. But if you assume that the person has, let's clear this, okay? So let's assume the person has no collectible of these yet. Then you will see that you get an MCP point for $1.68 on the app at the moment, with like buying random stuff like holiday elves. So let that be $2 per MCP average, because there's not too many left. Let's let that be $2 per MCP. So you see here, dollar to MCP, right? So that means if I want 70 MCP, I only have to spend $140 and not $780. So technically, if I want only MCP, I go into this list and I just buy this list from bottom to there and start buying the MCP, everything around MCPs. If we do the same for the comics and we're just including every rarity and sort this by dollar to MCP, we also see we have a similar setup of 2 to 3. Let's make it $3 for comparison, because there's so many $3 rare comics, $3 per MCP. That's $180. So it's cheaper to just buy a ton of comics at the moment than to have to buy OMI and put that in the app. So sorry about that with the microphone. We already tried to fix that, Matthew, but unfortunately I have no idea why I have no idea why my microphone is a little bit weak at the moment. Yeah. For the stream, I can't change it anymore. I don't know. Yesterday it was super strong for the video, and now it's weak. So you see here, for example, rare comics. Rare comics are like 274 per MCP, but these collectible stamps are even cheaper. So looking at Stacker also, what catches the eye is that there are a lot of bigger transactions going on at the moment. So for example, what we see here is Lomans, then there was a gold, there was just this night there was a gold logo transfer, in the sense of someone bought a gold logo for at least 4,500. There was a partner statue. There was number 12 of Big Trouble transferred for at least 6,500, because these are always floor prices. There was a Bubbles. There was an animation desk. There was a Rezo Batman. There was a Ghostbusters logo, and so on. So and yesterday there were still visible 2 MC1 comics, and what was the other part? I don't know. But there are some. I want to show you. There are some wild. There are some wild purchases. In case you missed this. So this guy, Rudy, he bought. I'm going to follow him now. He bought a partner statue 1923 special mint for 25,000 gems. Okay. So look at that. This is his purchase. And this was 4 weeks ago. Yeah, this was not like right now, oh, excitement is back or something like that. There are special mints that are going over the counter beyond 4,000 or 5,000 gems that are being sold at the moment. This is 10, 11 Ethereum. Yeah. Not too bad for a dead app. Okay. But yeah. Conker says, with 200 collectibles, 350 comics, and 10 million OMI, I get 1,500 points per day. Congratulations, that's really good. I get 625 or so points per day. Don't forget that you also get points just for logging on every day. So people will be doing that. Don't forget that you get extra points for taking part in a drop and for purchasing something from the secondary market. People will be doing that. So people will be going and like buy the cheap stuff, because you even get like one-time extra points just for buying that cheap stuff that then gets you points in the future. Big A says, I've been DCA out of part of my Solana bags and DCA into AVAX and Matic. Are these on your list of coins you watch? If not, can you just name 2-3 of yours? They are on my list. I have Matic myself, a little bit, a couple of $100 only. I'm extremely bullish on Chainlink and the Graph. So these are two of the bigger coins that I hold. I also have Arweave, Metacade I have, which is a more degenerate play, I think, but it could still turn out to be good in the bull market. What else do I have? I have a lot of Vechain, as you guys know. So Vechain is more like in the 15% range of my portfolio. Yeah, and the others are like some degenerate plays that I do not want to allocate more than 1% of my portfolio. Pro Legendary says, is there a possibility that we see big institutions coming in to buy up Veve collectibles for investment? I mean, the possibility is always there, but at the moment, I don't think. At the moment, I don't think there is institutions in Veve. So Bezosman is very likely an individual, not an institution. An individual with a ton of money. With a ton of money. This guy. Let's see what he bought. We can now check that out on Stacker. Yeah, so Bezosman just bought a couple of minutes ago. He just bought defense mode, Thanos, a couple of Thanoses, Donald Ducks, and Nemo again, Snow White poster. So this guy is this guy must have been all the MCPs he needs in his life. Oh, he bought this is actually I didn't know the floor is so low on this, on the Ben Riley Acrobatic Arachnid. Actually, that's not too bad. I mean, there are 5,000 of those, but I really like this one, and I remember this one was really, really high in price in the beginning when it dropped. So this is actually something that I want to take on my list. Although this is the uncommon, I think there is an ultra rare or something like that from that. Yeah. Anyways, guys, my voice is not getting better, so make sure to smash up the like button right now for this stream. I hope I can do tomorrow one. I hope I can bring more videos. I'm working on an Ecomi Veve video regarding the whole situation. So guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Smash up the like button, most important thing. Let me know in the comments below what you think if you watch this afterwards. And wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. I see you guys in the next episode of Crypto Morning Coffee, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully my voice is better. Hopefully the microphone is better then.